In the bustling heart of Seville, when shadows played on cobblestone streets as readily as the sun cast its golden hues, lived Samuel, a rogue with a penchant for mischief and an appetite for adventure. His father had been a cobbler and his mother a washerwoman, yet from a tender age, Samuel had decided that the world owed him more than the drudgery of soapy water or the tedium of leather. With a silver tongue and a quick pair of hands, Samuel made a name for himself, specializing in liberating the affluent of their excess wealth and redistributing it occasionally to his own pockets. Samuel wasn't cruel. No, he'd give you a smile and a tale that would send you to your dreams better than any lullaby. But when you awoke, be sure your pockets would feel considerably lighter. Our story begins on a perfumed spring evening when Samuel, with his hat rakishly tipped to shadow his eyes, watched a golden carriage pull up to the bustling Plaza Mayor. A plan danced around in his scheming mind as he observed a portly gentleman adorned in velvet step out, his fingers heavy with rings and a purse that seemed to jingle with a melody of wealth. Samuel sauntered to the gentleman, tipped his hat, and with the confidence of a king, introduced himself as a long-lost relative visiting Seville on lucky tides. The gentleman, Don Cristobal, had indeed a memory as sparse as his hairline, and thus welcomed Samuel with a boisterous laugh and an invitation to dinner. At dinner, Samuel spun wild tales of adventures across exotic lands, of escaping bandits in Persia and trading spices in the Indies. Don Cristobal, entranced by Samuel's charisma, readily absorbed every word, his skepticism dulled by the flow of wine and the sparkle of imagined treasures. As the night deepened, with Cristobal well into his cups, Samuel excused himself to freshen up, but took a detour towards the gentleman's study. His eyes gleamed under the dim candlelight, spotting the heavy purse left carelessly on the opulent mahogany desk. Just as he reached out, a creak on the wooden floor spun him around, his heart in his throat. Standing in the doorway was none other than Elena, Don Cristobal's sharp-eyed niece, clad in vibrant hues that contrasted starkly against her narrowed gaze. Samuel, ever the charmer, flashed a grin, mustering his bravest front. "Why, I was just admiring the intricate woodwork of this magnificent bureau," he lied smoothly. Elena stepped closer, her own smile playing on her lips as if she enjoyed the thrill of the chase. Uncle has many admirers of his furniture, yet they typically admire it without their hands covertly wrapping around his purse. Cornered yet not defeated, Samuel shifted his strategy. With a bashful tilt of his head, he confessed to his admiration not just for the bureau, but for the enchanting beauty before him. This self-effacement, paired with his roguish charm, sparked a flicker of amusement in Elena's eyes. What ensued was an unlikely alliance, where Elena, both compelled by her own thrill-seeking spirit and the desire to teach Samuel a lesson, proposed a scheme. They would together orchestrate a string of minor thefts aimed at the corrupt local merchants, redistributing the wealth among the poor townsfolk, with Samuel poised as the skillful thief and Elena as the strategic mastermind. Through moonlit escapades and close brushes with discovery, Samuel and Elena crafted mischief that mingled justice with thrill, their camaraderie deepening into a bond neither had foreseen, united by shared secrets and the adrenaline of their escapades. The tale of sly Samuel and cunning Elena spread throughout Seville, colored by the locals in both hues of disdain and admiration. Yet in the warmth of the Spaniard's sun and the cool shadows where secrets lay, theirs was a dance of sly wits and a shared laughter for the pure joy of living at the edge of a blade, splendid in its dance between peril and mirth.